My name is Akanya Tochun Bengashe. I was born in Cape Town and lived with my mother in Parklands. It's in like Globig area.
Hi, I'm Monique Tolkien, and I'm originally from Johannesburg, a small little town called Randfontein.
And I'm Bongi Arosi, past pupil at Somerset College, class of 2010. I grew up actually not too far from the school, just down the road, Avontier Estate. And I went to one of the farm schools there called Tonko Bosman.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn Solomons, known as the dancer everywhere I go. I grew up not too far from here, and Somerset West, just a small town just outside of Somerset West called Macassar. Born, bred, raised in the area.
My mother and my father weren't married, so they kind of like didn't live with each other. So I just lived with my mother in Tableview, and I went to Tableview Primary in grade 2 until grade 7.
Well, growing up, it was always like a bit confusing because my dad's white, my mom's coloured, and then also the family dynamics, the racial slurs coming from both sides. So you never really knew as a child where you fit in with all of that. So it was a bit difficult.
Yeah, so my dad early days was, and then he sort of went off and we went our separate ways, my mom and I, so she basically raised us as a single mother.
Well, my mother, she's a single parent, so I always looked up to her. She was my role model, and she's kind of like a hero to me because she has to take care of not only me but also my family back at home.
So I mean, I came from very humble beginnings, as my mom was a domestic worker, so she certainly didn't have the funds, but tried her best, to make sure that I had everything that I needed.
Somerset College has got this great opportunity. There's a bursary they want to give to talented kids in order to obviously focus on academic excellence, but also kids that they can see, are promising in talents.
I can't really put words together to describe how I'm amazed I was with the campus, with the scenery, with the mountain at the back.
And you think to yourself, horses, vineyards. This is weird. This is weird.
The students and the staff made it quite easy for me to kind of fit in.
Yeah. I mean, I was blessed to have incredible support at the school.
At Somerset College, there is a great support system. There are people who are willing to help and who are there for you, and they're not doing it out of pity or because they, want to help. If it's like a charity case or anything, they actually help you because they really love you. And then I moved to the boarding house in grade 9.
The only reason I really enjoyed high school was mainly because of the boarding house. It was just having another family away from home. It was just a great thing to have.
A real standout in just the Somerset College community was that, I felt I belonged. At no point did I feel like, I was an outsider coming in just for a short while and, that was going to be that. I really formed part of the community, and like I said, just from teachers to actually support staff to obviously the students themselves, everyone was part of that, or part of my journey.
If I think about a highlight or a moment at Somerset College that prepared me for life, the challenges, the good and the bad, would definitely have to be Trek.
The best experience was probably Trek, going on Trek.
But Trek.
I think Trek definitely is another standout for me.
Trek teaches you things. I mean, I still talk about it today with friends. People that knew me from high school and obviously new friends that came into my life in university. I would definitely say Trek, because for those 27, 28, 29 days, you are with a group of other people that some you want to be with, others you don't want to be with, and you just all stuck together, on this life journey that you don't realize how big of an impact it is until, you learn the lessons later. But just that whole experience of finding yourself and discovering who you are, what you like, having to learn that perseverance and how to look after yourself. And I always say the biggest lesson for me looking back was, and it was something so mundane, to put on that backpack and they tell you can only put in the backpack what you can carry. That to me, I always use that as a lesson, and I say that is such a great metaphor for life. Don't take on anything that you can't, and remember to carry only what you're capable of carrying.
I mean, I definitely cannot speak of Somerset College without mentioning the teachers. They are definitely the unsung heroes of my entire journey, at Somerset College. From molding me in the classroom to out on the sports field.
ACU, Ms. Vari, Imibala, the art classes, they were all like big impacts in my life. It would build me up as a person as well, because they were the first few people who I led in, who I trusted.
In my family, I am the first person to go to university, so this is all possible through my sponsorship and the education I got from Somerset College to be able to get accepted into the degree I wanted and into the actual university. It made my family proud.
I 110% believe, not even think, that opportunities like the ABT should continue or should still be offered. And the reason I'm saying that is, when I look back at where I started, I didn't even know the opportunity existed.
Being able to go to Somerset College did have a big impact on who I am today, because I think if I had to stay in Macassar, I think all my dreams would have died. Like, my spark would have ended.
I mean, I would definitely like to extend a huge thank you to the AVT. Without it, I wouldn't be where I am today without the funding and support. I would one day, if I was in a fortunate position, to help someone else achieve and realize their potential, as ABT has helped me realize mine.